SHW47 pre-show. SHW, this is our wrestling. Brandon Benefield, Gerard Bonner, and Diana Michelle.
Ooh, you guys.
Yes.
We're live. It's me, B-Double. It's GB Gerard Bonner. It's the lovely Diana Michelle.
Hey.
And we're coming to you live from the Action Building for SHW47. This is the pre-show. Our DJ's just got the music spinning up there. The crowd is filing in. The doors just opened.
Yes.
And it's the first show of the new year. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, family.
Yes, this is so good to be back with you guys.
Yes.
Gosh, it feels like it's been forever.
It has been forever. And, you know, we don't usually get to start this part of the show with the lovely Diana Michelle. So great to have you here. Well, we've missed you. We've missed you. We talked about the holidays last week. I hope you guys got to watch our Best of 2022 show, which was amazing.
Yeah, so much fun.
It was so much fun. And here we are at the start of 2023, the first Friday of the year, SHW 47. And there's an awful lot on the line here tonight. We ended last year in a really big way.
Yes.
And how do you follow that in an even bigger way?
I mean, we got the title back, right?
Well, it seems as though we've got the title back. And
going
now
in the right direction.
The company is on the line tonight in the main event.
Yes.
Man, it's going to be insane. We've got 7 big matches lined up, and of course the big main event. We'll get to that and talk a little more about it here in just a few minutes. But let's run down the card real quick because, as you said, we didn't do our normal preview show last week.
Sure.
We did the big countdown show for 2022, which was a lot of fun.
Sure was.
This guy's in Jamaica while we're up here freezing our tail off, but
you know,
no big deal.
I got a fur coat on and he's over in the sun.
Oh, man.
I mean, somebody had to sacrifice for the cause.
I mean,
somebody.
why not
Somebody.
you, right?
You know,
Why not you?
my straw was drawn, so, you know.
I'm
Lucky
going
you.
next
You
year.
know. By all means.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's
Come
do an
on.
on-location countdown.
All
Now,
of
you know
us.
I'm here for that.
Oh, I'm
I'm
down.
absolutely
We'll
here for
even
that.
write it in the sand.
Come on. The exact number
I love it.
4.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, let's get to this. Speaking of countdowns, let's run down the card here for SHW 47. We've got Exotic Youth taking on the top team. Here is a matchup. Here's a feud that's been happening all throughout the last year, throughout the state of Georgia, and it's finally made its way right here into the Action Building for SHW 47. This is going to be nuts.
Jesus Lord, let's go top team. Let's go top team.
Well, there you go.
I'm done.
Look, let me just say this. When you think about the great wars in pro wrestling over the years, you know, it's always fun to watch wars move from territory to territory, promotion to promotion. I automatically think of like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, right? From Ring of Honor to NXT to SmackDown and all these other places. We're literally getting to see that as Top Team and Exotic Youth have literally been all over the Southeast in some places we've been and other places. So for us, this is a great moment. But for you, the Southern Honor fans who may not have seen these two teams before, you've seen Exotic Youth here before, but Top Team is a really special team that has come together. 2 real young guns who I love tag team wars. And this is a genuine tag team war that has been everywhere. We are in for a major treat here tonight at SHW 47.
Can't wait.
It's going to be awesome. And you mentioned it, GB. We've seen these guys do battle. They know each other so well.
Yes, they do.
And it always makes us wonder, like, how are they going to top what they've done before? But the more we saw them throughout last year, they always somehow or another topped it. And now they're here in the best promotion here in the state.
Absolutely.
And I feel like they're going to top it once again.
It's going to be special.
Yeah, it's no question that Top Team is a talented team. And I will admit, Exotic Youth can go in the ring. And I wish they'd get out of the ring and just go. But
well said.
Either way, I am expecting a very good match from this one. And, you know, it's going to be a
well, they're the defending team of the year.
Yes.
Yeah. So you got Exotic Youth, the defending tag team of the year. These two are up for feud of the year this year. So this is going to be really, really special. And I'm going to say this. We've talked before about, you know, the tag team titles here and who could be contenders. I say either of these two tag teams are really ready right now to battle for the SHW tag titles. Whew.
Oh, man.
Ready for
it's
a
going to
new
be good.
team to be.
It's been exciting.
SHW.
It's exciting to see all these other tag teams throughout the state finally coming into SHW because, like you said, we're ready to see our tag team division take it to that next level.
Absolutely.
And, especially with Happy Madness now holding the titles.
Yeah.
We finally got the Southern Honor title out of Dishonor. Now that'll be the next step.
Or so we think.
So
and I say so we think because for now.
We don't know.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, wait a second, GB.
That title was not on the line tonight.
Well, but here's the thing. Let's go back to Rumble Jack.
Okay.
When the championship was not on the line, and Gunnar Miller was supposed to get his shot later, and mysteriously the title was on the line. Brooklyn is still the booker of this company.
You're right. So she's the booker until she loses.
She's the booker until she loses, if that happens. So
that's a good point.
The last 7 months have taught me to put nothing past her. That's why it's so unpredictable. Anything could happen here tonight.
Since we just touched on the main event, and we'll get to that in a second and talk a little more about it, but while we're talking about everything else, in the comments, if you're following along, who do you think is going to be this mystery partner? If you know, and you're watching at home, and you know who it is, or you're here in the building, because I know some of you guys are watching from your seats or from outside as you're coming in, who do you think it's going to be?
The infamous third, I don't know if it's man or woman at this point.
We don't know, but
I don't know.
Now, we've seen Zach the Gear Guy wandering around.
Boy.
There's a lot of rumors that it could be him.
But
Speculation.
I've not seen him in his mask. I've not seen him in his elbow pads, so I'm going to scratch him.
But that doesn't mean a single thing.
I also saw Sunny Days threatening him backstage.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
just in case.
I did. I saw it.
Shout out to my guy, Chip. Kevin Ginyard. Chip, that's my good brother, man. I appreciate you tuning in tonight. This is awesome. Shout out to all of you guys who are joining us in the comment section here on Facebook and wherever else you might be watching this. It's great to have you with us. And you can still make your way here to the Action Building. You're going to want to see how this unfolds tonight. There's still time for you to get here. 8 o'clock is the start time. Make your way. It's going to be amazing.
The company is literally hanging in the balance.
Literally.
So, it's going to be good. But anyways, go ahead and leave in the comments. Who do you think is going to be the mystery partner? But we'll get to that match here in just a little bit. Moving on down the card, Adam Jacobs is making his return to take on Shoot Taylor. And here's the thing. This goes way back to the, was it the anniversary show?
Yeah, still here for it.
Back to October when they had the DDP Diamond Cup Invitational.
That's right.
And there's been a bit of a feud going there between, you had Shoot Taylor interfering in a title opportunity between it was Jacobs and Kingsley.
That's right.
Versus Happy Madness, right?
That's right.
So finally, Jacobs will get his opportunity to get a little revenge against Shoot Taylor here as they go one-on-one tonight. And we know Shoot Taylor. We've seen him come up over the last year.
Yeah.
Adam Jacobs, a veteran here, making his return to SHW a few months back.
That's right.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be really good.
He did have that match against Kingsley last month as well. So Shoot Taylor's got some momentum going. He's got that attitude going. He's got his what do you call it, mojo.
Yes, he does.
Going towards that win. So Adam's got a fight on his hands.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. So he's going to have to pull out all the stops and take this to it.
If you guys watched SHW46, you will recall that a certain B-Dub got a little mad with me for calling Shoot Taylor the next big thing. I told you this last month.
I didn't get mad.
Oh, he looked at me and was like, oh, really? Yeah. Let me tell you something. I stand by my claim. We witnessed the debut of greatness last month.
If anything, I agree. I didn't get
So
mad.
go back and watch. I'm going to tell you this.
Brock Lesnar was called the next big thing.
Well, I'm telling you this.
That's probably why I made the face.
Shoot Taylor is the next big thing. And Adam Jacobs, I'm going to say this. If you've come looking for revenge, yes, you've got 20 years of experience, and there's a lot to be said for that. But Shoot Taylor is hungry. Shoot Taylor is ready, and I think Shoot Taylor is going to pull off what some would consider an upset tonight. I don't think it's an upset. We're watching history being made right here in SHW. A Star is born.
Yeah, I don't know who would you said some would consider it an upset.
Some would.
I don't know.
There are people here in the SHW faithful that might consider Adam Jacobs the favorite because he's got 20-year experience. They know him. This is only Shoot's second match in SHW. Folks might, be counting him out. Not this guy.
Oh, I don't think, not you, but not a lot of people.
Not this guy. Well, we're going to see.
On that same token. But
we're going to see.
Especially if they've seen him around the state like we have.
Especially if they have.
Yes.
But some of them haven't.
They know. You're right. Some of them haven't. But moving down the list, next big match, we got Nick Halen taking on Marvelous Michael Stevens.
Marvelous
now,
Michael
Nick Halen's been having this back and forth with Mr. Bagwell, Buff Bagwell. over the last few months.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of that's going to come into play tonight.
I don't know.
But we haven't seen Michael Stevens here in quite some time. Yeah. But he's no stranger.
Right.
We've seen him here before. Both of these guys know each other very well. They go way back. And they're both, veterans. They've big names in the state of Georgia.
Yes, they are.
Marv, you might have seen Marv on Raw a number of times.
Yes, that's right.
So I don't know. This one's kind of a toss-up for me. I can't really. I don't know. I guess Nick Halen maybe would have the momentum as he beat Santa Claus last month.
Well, he did.
And he's been here a lot more recently.
Sure.
So I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think Nick has. He's in a bad mood.
He's
just in a bad mood, right?
Yeah.
And he's kind of carrying that. He's felt disrespected by Buff and Mr. Bagwell. And he's in a bad mood. He's looking to prove a point, but at the same time, he's just like, show me some respect. Now, Marv, honestly, I'm going to just tell you this.
Come with it.
I don't care who wins this match. This is going to be entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Do you hear me? I mean,
part.
Marvelous Michael Stevens, period. Is a show all by himself.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Not to mention his entrance music is Take My Breath Away.
Yeah.
Take my breath away.
Who does that?
You would never, ever think that. So I don't care who wins. I don't. I'm just ready to see what Michael says. I want to see what Marvelous Michael Stevens does.
I'll just say this. Marvelous Marvin, or I'm thinking Marvelous Marvin Hagler, sorry. Marvelous Michael Stevens. Yeah, very different guys. Very different guys. Very different guys. But Marv is a different kind of cat. Let's just say that. He's a different kind of cat. And I think tonight he's got something up his sleeve. I don't know what. But, you got to wonder, to your point, you said that. You said, well, then there's that, right? Nick Halen is not a happy guy, as you said. If you will beat up Santa Claus during Christmas, I think almost anything is possible. So it could be dangerous.
Knock Buff Bagwell down.
He did.
With a cane.
He did. So I'm wondering now, could this actually be dangerous for Marv to come out here and do that? That might anger Nick even more tonight.
Well, the good thing about it is Marv can back up his silliness with amazing wrestling ability.
He can, and that's what makes him dangerous here tonight.
Yes, exactly.
So this is going to be very interesting, and it sounds like
our
entertainment factor will be on 10.
Here.
Yeah.
If you want to be entertained, get here.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's every SHW show. There's a little bit of everything.
Yes. There is
all different styles of matches.
Absolutely.
And that brings me to this next matchup, which very well could, and in my opinion, I think in a lot of our opinions, could steal the show here tonight. Kyle Matthews taking on Carly Bravo. I mean,
I didn't see that come in.
This could be, and it's one of those that you don't even think about until you see it on the poster and you go,
wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be the match right there.
Yeah.
So you got your 20-year vet, and then what he called himself the sophomore, because this is his second full year going into his third.
Absolutely.
So the ability and the experience and the talent, I mean, it's kind of unmatched on both ends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is going to be a
And the first time they're
matchup.
actually, well, they were in the match last month with the 5-way.
Yeah.
But this was the first time they're having a singles match, one-on-one.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait.
It's going to be good.
Well, let's also consider this. Last month in that what was supposed to be a 5-way eliminator, Carly Bravo actually pinned Kyle Matthews. And so that really, I'm sure, it's sitting with Kyle right now. That's how Kyle was eliminated.
Right.
And then it came down to Carly and Sal. And so I think for Kyle, this is a bit of revenge, considering all that Dishonor did to him last month. This match is so intriguing to me for so many reasons. I mean, you've got the greatness of Kyle Matthews, the 8-time Technical Wrestler of the Year, could soon be 9-time Technical Wrestler of the Year, against Carly Bravo, who many have said is the biggest rising star coming out of this state. I said it from day one. You said it as well. You said it. We are absolutely fans of the rise of Carly Bravo, even though he's done it by way of Dishonor. But to your point, he recently said he's kind of refocusing his attention and returning it to the Carly Bravo show, which now makes me wonder, is there some chink in the armor of this entity we know as Dishonor?
I kind of feel like it was starting last month anyway.
I think if you take the title away, maybe they don't have.
Stir
it up, baby.
Something is up.
Go back and read his post.
I'm saying, Carly
Yeah.
said it, and even on our podcast, he kind of talked about being with dishonor is just kind of an end to a means, or means to an end, really, right?
He's just
he's
biding time.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. So all of that makes tonight's match very, very interesting because Kyle Matthews' 20-year anniversary he's just celebrated.
Right.
Certainly would love to get back into that title picture.
Yeah.
Well, being he was the one supposed to go for the title.
Well,
against
and then
Kroll.
there's that.
And then you got 5 people thrown in there, and then Gunner gets
Think
it.
about
so
this.
It's like,
If you've earned, and he earned the number one
did.
contendership in what many are calling the match of the year
Iron Man
against
match ain't no
Chris.
joke.
Right, it was amazing, right? Against Chip Day.
yeah,
Earned that, should have gotten a one-on-one match, never got it.
right.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's obviously – so can you imagine perhaps a day where we see Kyle Matthews and our champion Gunnar Miller?
I mean,
If Kyle Matthews wins this match, we have to possibly consider that. But then again, there's also a number one contenders match tonight.
There very well is. But before we get to that, let's tell you about this match that's been brewing for months and months and months. And some would say years and years and years because these two gentlemen go way, way, way back to the beginning of their careers. I'm talking about Murder One and Joe Black, the Black Cloud of Dishonor, are finally going to face each other one-on-one in an SHW. First of all, just rewind a second. Listen to what I just said.
Yes.
Face each other one-on-one in an SHW ring.
that's
Yes.
major.
You know, a year ago, who
Yeah.
would have ever thought that would be possible?
Right.
And here we are.
Right.
Shaking the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like we need some shields.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want to get in the
Like
middle
the
of
coal
it.
mine? What do we?
Yeah.
We're supposed to come up with something.
I
something
need
like
something
that.
Yeah.
that's going to keep me out of
Harm's way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, because this is going to be a ooh.
Yeah.
They're going to bring it down.
Something tells me this might be more chaotic than Southwest during the holidays.
I don't see any
really
kind of
feel
structure
like
at all.
this is going
That's
to
really
be
chaotic.
That my point. This is going to be a problem.
Yes.
Like the second you said that, I got nervous. I am nervous. If you've seen the promos, I am nervous. When Murder One sat out here after that crazy promo
Yes.
and did commentary, I was very nervous.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm nervous about what could happen here tonight. This is deeply personal. These guys have known each other the bulk of their career. They have a very, very personal relationship. And for these guys, when it gets personal like this,
Yes.
that's where it gets very, very dangerous.
Yes, I get nervous for the high society. There's
Yeah.
others in the society.
That's what I'm saying. Like
so that's what
they
I get
literally
nervous
could
about.
show up
Anywhere. They
at
could
any-
be here now.
They could be here right now.
You never know.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah.
It's going to be brutal. I know that much. And
No mercy at all.
None.
And that's the thing. We say it all the time, especially like when brothers, like you look at the Hardy Boys.
Yes.
Or,
Yeah.
You know, whoever it may be, they tend to go at each other harder than they would
Absolutely.
another opponent.
Absolutely.
And these guys are just as close as brothers.
Yes.
We said it when Huck and Joe had their big
Yeah.
battle.
Who can
Yep.
forget that?
And so, you know,
Never.
there's just no telling what's going to happen in this thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, you mentioned the number one contenders match that we have tonight. It is a fatal four-way, and it's going to be Chip Day, Owen Knight, Sean Legacy, and Nadja Sism. Okay, now you had Nadja and Owen, who went to singles match last month, and then
Right.
you also have Legacy and Chip that had a singles match last month as
Right.
well.
Yes.
Right.
Both of all four of these guys are top contenders.
Yes.
Pretty much any promotion you put them in.
Yes.
They're near the top of the card, or they should be at least.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is going to be wild. A fatal four-way match to determine Gunnar Miller's first title defense.
I feel like there's going to be so much going on.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like everybody at one time.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are hard to call if you're the commentary team because
Hello.
it's just like a
It
rumble
makes you
jack.
want to just
Yeah.
turn the camera and just like, here,
Yeah.
just watch it.
Yeah.
It's like, you go over there, GB. I'm going to
Right.
go over here.
Right.
You try to keep up over there. I'll try to keep up over here.
What happened? It's
gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm definitely looking forward to this. This is going to be a good one. And now, who's going to win it? Who's going to be the number one contender?
Toss up. No idea.
It is a toss-up. I would look forward to seeing any of those
Any of
men
them, yes.
in a matchup against Gunnar Miller for the SHW championship. And again, when we talked about how unpredictable the Rumble Jack was, we don't know when that title match will happen.
Right.
You know, we don't know. But we do know for sure that a number one contender will be crowned here tonight. And that match is going to be special. I'm excited thinking about it.
Well, and here's something to think about, too. Like, think about the opportunity here for Sean Legacy.
Right.
He just now came back to the company, and he's already jumping into this.
And he's never had an opportunity at the SHW Championship. In fact,
except for the very first show.
Yeah.
When we're deciding the very first champion. That's it.
And think about this. Think about how much more prestigious that title is now than it was on day one.
Yep.
Right. And think about this, too. Outside of Owen Knight, no one else in this match has had an opportunity at the SHW Championship.
Right.
Yep.
So this is going to be special. Now, Owen Knight has never had a fair shake to get that title back.
No.
So, again, all of them very worthy. I can't wait to see how this goes down tonight. You need to get here for this because it's going to be special.
I can't wait.
So good.
Well, hey, that's going to bring us to our main event.
Oh,
we
my
touched
God.
on it earlier. Of course, it's going to be a 6-person tag team matchup. We're going to see our general manager. Yes, you heard me correct.
All right, stop right there. Go ahead if you guys are watching. Put in your wagers.
Yes.
Who do you think?
How long do you think Gary's going to last? Do you think he's
he gets in the ring?
Shots in? Do you think he's going to? I want to know what you think about Gary Lamb putting on the wrestling boots.
So both he and Dylan
on
social media the last few weeks have been jawing at each other and saying that finally I get to punch you legally, and with no repercussions. And so finally we're going to see it.
Yeah.
3-on-3. The thing is, we got our general manager, Gary Lamb, teaming with the SHW champion, Gunnar Miller, and a mystery partner. We have no clue who it's going to be, but we were told that it has to be somebody not currently on the SHW roster. That's a lot of people.
GB's especially.
Oh, no.
Well, here's
on
the thing.
Roster, but he's on the table here.
Here's the thing. They're taking on Brooklyn, our booker, and the SHW tag team champions, Sunny Days, Sauernaro, Happy Madness.
Craziness.
With the company literally hanging in the balance, control of SHW is on the line. The winning team will have full control of the company. And we mentioned last month, Gunnar put a step in the right direction, getting the title out of Dishonor and bringing it back to Southern Honor. Now, can they bring the full company back to Southern Honor's control?
It would have been so hard to not have the title and still trying to fight. We probably would be fighting for control since had Gunnar not won the title, but it is what it is. So here we go. We got a good new champion, first in ring and performance since he's won the title, and I would say a bigger load on his shoulders than the title, because this is the whole company.
I'm sorry, but do you guys see who I see? The moon, it was almost like an eclipse. The moon just got covered up as I was looking towards the window.
But I don't know why he's here.
And I don't know why he's here either.
Youth is here. That's why.
So anyway, sorry, I was off camera.
Really
we just saw the Monster Cyrus. I don't think we're giving anything away because he's walking amongst the crowd.
Yeah.
That just threw me off.
Listen.
And you know how terrified we get whenever he gets anywhere near us.
Further proof that this is an unpredictable night. Could he be the third man?
Well, he's on the roster.
He's on the roster.
Yeah, he might just be mad.
I don't. Here's the thing. You talked about tonight being bigger for Gunnar than winning the championship. Let's go all the way back to Still Here 4.
Yeah.
Go back to the War Chamber. Because at the War Chamber, it was Gunnar Miller who ultimately quit for this team, fearing hurt for Gary Lamb, right? And so he's promised to make this right. Part of him making this right was winning the championship back. To your point, think about what this looks like for Gary Lamb, who swore to never get in a ring. And now he's getting in a ring to fight for this company. If Gary and Gunnar and whoever the third person is loses tonight, we've got a situation where the championship belongs to Gunnar, but the company still belongs to Dishonor.
And that would be bad for Gunnar.
It'd be very bad for Gunnar.
Because like you said, we had the unexpected match at the Rumble Jack. She could say, hey, now you get to defend it against whoever.
She could make him defend it 7 times in one night.
She certainly could.
He could be the only one on the card.
She could make him defend it tonight.
Yeah.
She could.
This is what I'm saying. So this has against God knows who. We don't know what other friends Dishonor may have.
Yeah, we don't have a clue.
This whole thing's just a powder keg ready to explode here.
It's so unpredictable. Man. This is why you need to be here to see it all unfold live tonight. One way or the other, we're going to know who's in control of this company. Is it Dishonor, or does Southern Honor regain its honor tonight for the first time since May of this year?
I hope so.
I know you guys are really pulling for it.
So ready.
You're ready for it, but
are you not?
Well, here's what I'm going to say. I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that look.
Here's what I'm going to say.
No, wait a second.
I'm going to let me just.
Have you been fooling us this whole time?
I've not
we thought
been
we were
fooling,
on the same team here.
No, we are on the same
What's
team,
happening?
but you guys have forgotten.
Hey, what is going on here?
You've forgotten a really important fact. There's a really important fact that you guys forgotten, and here's what it is. So say we get this company back.
Yeah.
There's somebody who's been in here who said they were only siding with this company to get the company back.
That's true.
That would be Murder One.
That's true.
Murder One is fighting Joe Black tonight, who is a part of Dishonor.
That's true.
Does that whole thing go to the side if SHW returns to Gary Lamb? What happens? Because to me, everybody's forgotten about this, but I'm still not fully convinced of this chummy between Murder One and Gary Lamb, who have been at each other's throats since the inception of this company. Murder One comes in here. Murder One is all of a sudden, hey, I'm with you. Fights with him in the war chamber, and then turns around and now he's focused on Joe Black. All I'm saying is I'd rather, not that I like what's happening with Dishonor, but there's the devil you know and the devil you don't know. And I don't think that everything goes back to Peachy Keen, pie in the sky, all those kinds of things. No. If Gunnar Miller and Team SHW win tonight, I think there's something around the corner that most of us have forgotten about because we've been so focused on get the title back, Dishonor.
That makes sense.
Hey, Look. It was never peachy keen apple pie before Dishonor came in. There was always something going on. But here's the thing. We got to get it away from Brooklyn. We've got to get it away from Brooklyn.
That's inevitable. That's got to happen.
We've got to get it away from Brooklyn. And then after that, we can deal with whatever comes next.
But tell me, do you
I'll put it that way.
Joe and Murder are actually in cahoots? Like even so now? And they just put on an awesome performance
I'm telling you that when there is a greater plan at work, you will do, and you'll run this thing as long as you need to.
You're smart.
Like,
You're smart.
We will, listen, even if they tear each other apart tonight.
Yeah.
It's
not like they haven't gone
just
to the
think
trenches
about
together
this.
before.
They would fight each other if they knew they could end up controlling this company.
Wow.
Because I got one question. Why has the two-time reigning and defending Wrestler of the Year not been anywhere close to the SHW Championship? And I'm talking about Joe Black.
Match at all, hardly.
Nothing. And you mean to tell me that Dishonor puts all of their weight on Cruel and not on Joe Black? Joe Black's just the heavy?
Right.
And Joe Black's just going to take that?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you now.
I agree.
I may be spitballing. I don't know nothing. I'm just telling you what I'm telling you.
No, but that's a good point.
And I'm telling you.
Spitball, GB.
I'm just saying we at least know what we're dealing with Brooklyn. I don't know how many more cards she has to play. But if this Murder One, and again, Murder One, we asked him what his war was. I think he might have been bluffing me. I don't know. I was too scared to dig. I was too scared. I'm just telling you. We'll celebrate, and I hope SHW wins tonight.
I do.
I hope they win, and I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. I don't like being wrong.
Now you got my ups all down.
Well, so now we're on the same page here. So you do hope SHW wins.
I do.
He does, but he's looking ahead.
I get it.
But I'm just weighing the options here.
Yeah.
The last 6 months, we've known, okay, something crazy is going to happen.
He didn't just walk in the door and was like, oh, let me just help you with this problem.
This is what I'm saying. And everybody's forgotten about that.
You're right. I totally forgot.
Everybody's forgotten about it. They got their twos in the air, the ones in the air. Like, great.
You're right.
But he's not.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even
Y'all
want
think
to talk about it.
Somebody somewhere thinks I'm crazy, I'm sure. And we don't even know. We don't even know who. That's the other thing. Who's the third member?
It's true.
Who's the third member?
It's true.
No telling.
Is it? Because this is the other thing. We haven't even discussed this part. How much time do we have? How much time do we have? We got 1 minute.
We can go over time.
Let's go.
Preach it.
Here's the question.
You're on a roll.
Here's the question. We love SHW.
Yes.
Okay? But there are members in the Georgia wrestling community that may not.
Right.
So my question is, who would step up to team with Gunnar Miller and Gary Lamb to fight for SHW? I don't know. So that's the other thing. Against the tag champions and Brooklyn, and then the other question is, so does it have to be a female if it's going to fight Brooklyn?
And who's to say it's even a wrestler?
Who's to say it's a wrestler?
Yeah, they did.
Gary Lamb's not a wrestler.
No.
So then that puts, to your point, more pressure on Gunnar Miller. Can Gunnar Miller withstand whatever? And then, because Brooklyn's the booker, what are the rules of this match?
Are there any?
I haven't
even heard of any.
This is what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, this isn't a slam dunk. And, I mean, I don't know.
I was just surface hopeful. Now I don't mean graveyard deep.
I don't mean to be in the balloon popper. That's not who I'm trying to be.
We got 30 minutes to cool GB down before the show starts. Because, boy, did he get riled up.
Some food.
I mean, riled up.
I'm just saying.
I mean, Diana riled up.
I
is the word.
Distraught.
I'm just saying. Am I crazy?
No.
Am I off?
No, you're not crazy.
No.
You're not crazy.
Everybody forgot. But I still get nervous when I see Murder One.
Bringing up stuff I really didn't want to think about. But
yeah.
Okay.
But hey, there's one way to find out what goes down in this here. You got 30 minutes before bell time.
Because the people will be talking about what happens here tonight. It happens every single month.
Hey, by the way, when you get here, there's also a raffle going on for some autographed AJ Styles gloves. And you can buy raffle tickets, see Miss Faye when you get here, and all the proceeds go to Iceberg, the No Pain Train.
Yeah.
And so, come on out. Jump in on the raffle. Come see what happens at SHW47. It's going to be insane. If it's anything like GB hyped it up to be, then
if we're like it, we're just going to put him in the ring with the microphone and let him preach. So
I'm just saying. Now, I hope Murder didn't watch this.
Oh, it's too late.
Maybe he's putting his tights
He's been glaring at us from across the
great. Great.
You've been peeking out of the curtain. I see
well, if it's my last show.
In other words, you have exposed his big plan.
Well, we will see you guys hopefully here momentarily.
Yes.
And if not, we'll see you next time. But, hey, thanks for joining us. And this has been
SHW.
This is our wrestling.
Right.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
He's going to muscle him up. Look at the strength of Miller. On one foot, a jackhammer, hooks the leg, 2.
Oh my gosh!
We've got our new champion. Gunnar Miller has brought the title back to Southern Honor Wrestling.
It's going to be Gunnar Miller. If you can find a friend because you've quit on everybody else. And Gary Lamb versus the tag team champions, Happy Madness.